Hello.
Hello.
What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole. This is Dude That's Fucked Up.
Welcome.
Another day, another episode. Oh my gosh, but this one's so silly.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. You know, it's one of those truth is worse
Stranger
than fiction.
Yeah. In this case, it's worse. Yeah, it's worse. Also, these are my favorite episodes because the information, like the facts for this are like so minimal.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And so we get to really have a lot of fun.
It's really broad. A thing happened. Mm-hmm. These are the only things that anybody knows about it. Any historians know about it.
Yeah, it's
and that's what we get to work with. Yeah. So
yeah,
we'll get to it in 1 second though. Before we do we have any business?
No, I don't think we have any business this week. Oh my god, I feel like this isn't DTFU. Oh my gosh, Pete got me a glass of water and I asked him for a straw, and we have like normal size straws, and then we have these like smoothie straws where it's like very fat. It's like, oh, I'm gonna be like
a fire hose.
Yeah, like I'm gonna drink this in one sip.
Nice.
But also it's a reusable straw if anyone's like freaking out right now.
Don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry. It's like silicone. It's silicone. What was I saying? Who knows? Anyway.
Something about it being DTFU related.
Yeah, this is not DTFU business, but oh my god. But it is business related, and I feel like it's like could be future DTFU business related, so I just want to talk about it. Okay. But Trey Parker and Matt Stone.
Oh yeah, we were texting about this last night.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god, they might
like
buy
nights ago.
Casa Bonita. Yeah, everybody keep us posted. Like seriously, message us.
Red alert.
Red alert. If there is any news, any movement on this, if they are selling shares, like please message us, our personal accounts, our DTFU account. I don't care. I will take a message anywhere.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Very, very, very exciting news.
It's too exciting.
We did a whole episode on Casa Bonita, so you guys know how we feel. You know what the deal is. It's things are looking up for 2022 is what we're saying. I mean, God, I hope.
I mean, truly, I'm ready to explore. I'm ready to go on tour. Share this podcast with a friend, please, so that people can get excited about it, and maybe we can come like visit cities or whatever, or at least just Casa Bonita. Like, let's just like, I mean, we've already talked about that we're gonna go there no matter what.
It's in the universe. We're manifesting it for sure.
We're manifesting it. We're gonna have some sort of event at Casa Bonita at some point in the future. We don't know exactly when that is, but anyway, people in Colorado get excited or like adjacent to
excitement.
Yeah, because we've only ever had one meetup, and this is gonna be. I feel like this has to be our second inaugural DTFU meetup, and we'll all get diarrhea together. It'll be so fun.
A communal event. It's like it's like going to a potluck, but you know,
but exactly the same because you could get diarrhea from that fucking.
But you don't have to cook anything, is what I'm saying.
Is ambrosia salad cooking? Because I feel like there's a gray area.
There's nothing cooked in there. Nope. Do people still bring ambrosia salad to potlucks? I don't think so.
Ambrosia salad is assembled.
Ass. Heavy emphasis on ass.
Heavy emphasis on ass. Yeah, I don't think people still bring that unless it's like in a senior community.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
do you have any biz?
No, just go to our website, DTFUpodcast.com. That's all. That's all I ever say.
Yeah.
Anything fucked up for you this week?
Okay, not fucked up. But I was just like so proud of myself, so I want to like share something. Maybe it will inspire others.
To be clear, our fucked up of the week may not always be fucked up.
True. It's a current event.
Non-fucked up of the week.
Yeah. I mean, there is some fucked up stuff that happened. I almost just snotted out my nose when I thought thought of something that happened while I was at this thing. Okay. Oh my God. I'm glad I caught it in time. Because now that we're on camera, go to our YouTube, DTFU, youtube.com/DTFU podcast. Okay. So, I saw on Saturday morning, I got served like an Instagram ad or I saw someone like share this thing. There's something in LA right now, if you're not aware, it's called Disco Oasis. And it is Nile Rodgers, like
what?
Yeah. It's this event. It's through Labor Day. It is every day of the week, I think, or maybe not Mondays, but it's most days of the week. And it is a roller skating disco party. And it is, you don't have to roller skate, but that's like a big part of it. And he has like curated the experience. It's at the South Coast Botanical Gardens in Palos Verdes.
Yeah, I love.
Or Pacific Palisades, whatever is
Palos
over.
Verdes.
Is that by
Rolling
San
Hills?
Pedro?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It's like at the end of towards the end of the day after the gardens have closed, and you like go, you buy a ticket, and it's like a mini little music festival type thing. There's a live DJ. There is a outdoor roller rink that they've installed, and like the way you get into it is you walk through the gardens, and then there's like this journey that you go on, and it's like it's like a
to get to where it is in the botanical gardens. Yeah.
And like Nile Rodgers like curated it, so it's like you go through these little like Instagram like worthy moments, and they're all themed, and they have different music as you're like walking through. And I know all this because I went yesterday by myself. A Saturday morning, I like saw this thing and I was like, I'm buying a ticket. Pete wasn't even up yet. I was like, this is something I want to do. I haven't skated in forever. It's a rink, so it'll be like a safer experience, you know?
Yeah.
Like, because, you know, after you haven't done it in a while, it's kind of scary to like go out on the street or whatever. But it's a rink, so it's like a controlled environment. You're going one way. It's like smooth, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, you know what? Saturday morning, I just like saw this, and it was a special evening because it was related to, there's like a skate shop in Long Beach that is like popular, and it was like that night. So it was like, oh, Long Beach, come on out, support this skate shop, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, I bought a ticket, and then immediately regretted it. I was like, I'm not going to go to this thing. I'm going to like fucking, you know, wiener out of it and whatever. But no, like yesterday rolled around. Even my knee kind of felt weird because I've been like sitting weird, I think, watching Love Island in the mornings. And
just get so caught up.
I just get so caught up. And so I was like, okay. But then I just knew I had to go. And I was like, I'm going to go. I don't have to stay a long time. Like, I'm not going to put pressure on myself. I'm going to bring my skates.
Just check it out. Yeah, just go. Just get out of the house. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to like, I didn't really dress up very much. I just wore like a very cute, like fun artsy a shirt. And then I wore one of my Close Call Studio bandanas like tied around my neck, but in like a cute little like camper way. And I wore like shorts, and I brought my black suede roller skates with leopard print.
Love.
And I just like brought myself there and like did this little thing, and it was so fun. And I was just like having so much fun, like walking through and listening to all the songs I love. I love roller skating to disco. And then I got to this one station, and it was like the B-52s themed station. And there was a guy. I know. So amazing. Not disco, but like kind of the time and still like a vibe, you know, like adjacent.
B-52s were, aside from hip hop, were all that I listened to when I was a kid.
Oh my God. So
literally. The
music is so fun. It's like campy, and like it's like that vibe of that time period, you know, late 70s, early 90s, but just like such a fun vibe. And so I'm like walking and just like looking at everyone, and it's just like they've hired like obviously models and stuff to like be fabulous and dress up and wear little short shorts, like hot pants and stuff, and wigs, and just like so fun. And I'm walking by, and this guy at the B-52s thing, and I don't know if he was saying this to everyone, but I like felt just like very special. And he was like, I see someone got the memo, good job, or something like that, because I was like very in theme with his little station. And then I forget what else he said, but I was like, oh my God, yay, okay, he appreciated my vibe. And then I just like walked to the end of it and got on the roller rink and skated around in circles and danced and sang and just was like vibing by myself.
I love that. Hell yeah.
It was so fun. And I just, I didn't stay very long because it started getting dark. And then people, I think, had been drinking and started falling. And things were getting a little too rowdy for me as a non-confident skater.
Fair.
And so I was like, I've been here skating for an hour and I think that's good. It's like a 3-hour thing. I bought a shirt and I left. So anyway, this is all to say, like, if someone, I know it's like scary, but like, and my instinct was like then to tell someone else like, hey, I'm going to this thing if you want to, like, I like scramble to try and find someone. And then I was like, no, I don't want to talk to anyone. I want to go and I want to skate and I want to listen to music by myself. I don't want to have to like socialize. I didn't want to. And
this is the time where we get to do this stuff and be okay with it and just and not have to explain ourselves and just like normalize doing things on our own.
I know, especially things like that. It's like, it's a treat yourself type thing. It's like it was like kind of expensive. I kind
it's an experience.
It was an experience and it was so fun and it made me so happy and I just like loved it. And
you're not going to regret it. You know, you're going to have a memory of doing this thing for yourself.
Yes.
And you're like stoked on the fact that you did something
for yourself
on your own for yourself,
I know. And Pete initially was like, oh, should I come? And I was like, oh, if you want, there's like, you could just like sit and hang out and drink beer and like listen to music, if you want. There's like, you don't have to skate. And then he looked and the tickets were sold out. And when I got back, I was like, you know what? I'm sorry to say this, but like, I'm glad you didn't come because it's something I wanted to do for me. And I would have been worried the whole time that you were like not having fun or wanted to leave, or every time I saw you, you'd be like, oh, or how's it going? Are you almost ready? Or what, it's like,
yeah.
And I didn't want to be on your time. I wanted to be on my time.
And that's,
or I didn't want to be on our time.
So healthy and wonderful.
Yeah.
And like that listen, you're right. Doing stuff like that on your own is really scary and hard, but like, what's the worst that's going to happen?
I know. It's so, especially after this year and a half of like just being in the house with your significant other, it's so important to like go do something by yourself, be by yourself, watch, like go
have your individual things,
freedoms. Yeah. And go on a drive by yourself, listen to music, just be gone for a while,
Truly. Yeah.
Like,
it's so important. It's so nice.
So anyway,
I love it.
Giving permission to everyone to do that. Not that you need it, but
that's so fun.
Maybe inspiration. Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So what's your fucked up thing of the week?
Well, nothing as cool as that. I was just the other day, I was cleaning up a shit ton of fucking toys on the floor. And I can't bend over anymore. So I have to like sit down in the middle of the fucking mess and like reach around and grab things and stick them in a basket, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that. I'm picking up like fucking 90 blocks off the floor that I'm still mad at my Aunt Sandy for buying Jack. I tell her that when I see her next too.
Yeah.
And so I'm like reaching around, just like grabbing things, throwing them, not really looking, just like literally like reaching my range of motion, going. And I pick something up and I'm like glancing at it as I throw it, because I try to keep like the wood toys together and the Legos together and, whatever. And I have this thing in my hand and I'm like, oh, what is this? It's a fucking turd. Fucking dried ass dingleberry. I fully had it in my hand and I was like feeling,
a cat turd, I'm assuming.
A cat turd, yes.
Thank goodness. Okay.
Fucking
but still.
Cat asshole dingleberry in my fucking hand. And I'm just like, ah.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh, fuck, God damn it. And I jump up and I like throw it on the floor. It like bounces off my leg and I'm like, ah! And so I'm just
How hard was it?
It was hard. It was
so
like.
It was old. Probably from
old.
When they were kittens.
No.
Oh,
that
fresher?
It was fresher. It was like, it was just like dingleberries dry pretty hard, like pretty quickly. It's like clay,
Oh, is there a chance it could have been a hairball?
No, this is a full turd.
Okay.
I know a turd when I see
one. An unmistakable turd. I don't know. Sometimes a hairball can look suspiciously turd-like.
Well, yeah, and they do when they do have hairballs, they're like, log-like when they come out. So like, but this was a turd
for sure.
Turd.
Oh God.
So yeah, I like cleaned it up, but I was just so disgusted, and it was like in the midst of all of his toys on the floor. So I was like, fucking shit. He's been like. Did he touch it? Did he play with it? I don't know. Like, it's just like all these things running through my head. And I was just like.
Is that why he's been feeling under the weather? He's been playing with turd blocks?
God, who's to say? Oh, my God.
Oh, God. So now do you have to, like, power wash all the toys?
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, who cares?
It was just like, I think. Under the couch maybe, and it like kind of like I was like pulling stuff, like I was knocking stuff out from under the couch, and it might have just like have been under there. I don't know. I was just
oh my God. Then I have even more questions, because like how did they get under the couch? Like how does a cat turd get under the couch? Like did they
like lay under there
and they just like farted one out, I guess, and
it just
rolled over to the Legos?
It was its time to detach itself from the butt fur.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Truly, if it was a dingleberry, it was hanging on until it wasn't.
It's
like
Tommy's.
A manzanita bush where like the turds
they like pop off. Yeah,
they stick to something that passes by until they're ready to be planted elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm blaming Tommy because he has longer fur, so more prone to dingleberries. So
oh,
God. Anyway,
gotta get that butt shaved.
Speaking of poop.
Yeah, it's gonna be a poop heavy episode, so hope you're not eating.
Yeah, don't,
because it's bad.
Yeah, it's a lot. We're talking about a historical event though that involved a lot of poop.
Oh my God, so much poop.
Yeah, thank you to our dear angel, sweet, precious boy we love so much.
Oh my God,
DJ Brian Derrick.
Oh my gosh, shout out to DJ Brian Derrick. DJ BD. Yeah. DJ Brian Derrick on the beat. Yeah.
Yeah. That works. Yeah.
I would say you did mustard on the beat, but then
mustard on the beat. Yeah.
Yeah. Brian Derrick on the beat. It still doesn't work exactly right, but we'll figure it out. Maybe there you go. There you go.
Yeah. Yes, this is a topic suggestion from him, and it is wow. It's a wow.
He's always bringing us the quality content.
Truly. He's our muse, if you will.
He is a patron saint of DTFU.
He and our one of my blessed angel best friends, Christopher.
Yeah.
They are bringing us so many good topics.
Oh my God. Oh.
Anyway, so let me just like paint a little picture for you, like a modern picture, because this story is from the 12th century. I'm just going to say that. But I want you to like imagine you're at work. Let me paint this picture for you just to kind of get you in the mode.
You're modern day. Are we painting a modern day picture?
I'm painting you a modern day picture just because,
Great.
All right. Imagine you're at a work meeting. Paul and Ralph are droning on about TPS reports. You're fucking like half asleep. You're like hating life. Your boss
thinking about lunch.
Your boss is pissed at everyone for whining about Ted in the Dallas office being a bad follow-up email sender. And bam, the fucking floor collapses under you and you fall into a pile. No, not a pile, a pool of shit. And you drown in it. And that's how you die.
You don't even survive. There are no survivors. Hashtag no survivors. Wow. That is, talk about Mondays. Case of the Mondays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a fucking Monday if I ever heard one. Falling through the floor of a conference room into a pool of shit and drowning in it.
I can't imagine a worse way to die, honestly, than being at work and drowning in a pool of shit. But it really did happen to a bunch of German noblemen in the 12th century.
Oh my God.
And so this, without further ado, is the story of the Erfurt Latrine Disaster.
Okay, what's it called when something, an onomatopoeia?
Yeah.
Is that this word?
Like achoo or
Yeah. Erfurt.
Meow. Yeah. Erfurt.
Erfurt. It's like this couldn't be the only way this would be more of an onomatopoeia for this story is if it was like
Yeah.
It was like,
but that's not an onomatopoeia because it's like you're saying a word that sounds like
okay, so if it was like
a bodily function, yeah,
or if it was like plop, like if it was like the plop latrine disaster or something, like the plip plop or something, the like kerplunk latrine disaster, or like the shark latrine disaster or something. Anyway,
yeah.
I also want to just shout out to the German language because this is also known in German as the Erfurter Latrinensturz. Latrinensturz.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I think so.
Erfurter Latrinensturz.
Yeah, you sound like the Swedish chef. Oh my god.
Oh my
god. I'm sweating already. Oh my god.
Well,
this horrible incident. I mean, it's sad.
It's sad.
But this happened a really long time ago, so we
could also like, yeah. I think enough time has passed. No one's hashtag too sooning this. You know what I mean?
So let's just give you a little background on this incident here.
Yeah.
So in July of 1184, Henry VI he was the king of Germany, later the Holy Roman Emperor, held court at Hoftag in Erfurt. Sorry, there's no.
I'm gonna have the giggles, the whole time.
Yeah,
it's so bad. Also, a Hoftag is not an old time day Hof's Hut.
It's not a skin tag found exclusively on David Hasselhoff. I don't know.
It's not a. What else starts with a Hoff? It's not a. It's not what they used to refer to as a Hoff dog, which is an old-timey hot dog made out of a sausage. It's not that. It's
not that.
Yeah, a Hoftag is just a German word for an informal, irregular assembly. Yeah.
I think they also called this a diet.
Yeah.
And that's time. Weird. Yeah. Well, the German language and English language are both very odd languages. So what are you going to do?
Well, why were they there, I guess?
So, yeah, there's a bunch of these. So Henry VI called a bunch of his noblemen to come and kind of mediate this feud between Landgrave Louis or Ludwig III of wait, hold on. I got it. Thuringia. Yeah. And a dude who was also the Archbishop of Mainz, Conrad of Wittelsbach, who they just have been fighting for a really long time. There was a lot of it was all politics that we don't give a fuck about back then. Yeah. But basically there was a dude named Henry the Lion who somebody took sides with, and then it got all messy and shit that they were joining sides here and there. And then Henry is related to, I think, Landgrave Louis. And so it's just messy. There's a whole messy feud between these two dudes. And it was just annoying as fuck. And King Henry VI was like, you guys, we gotta fucking get this shit over with. Come on, let's get this together. I'm calling some dudes in to fix it. So I'm on my way to a military campaign against Poland. I'll stop off here in Erfurt, and we're going to get together and we're going to solve this shit. So you guys shut the fuck up about all this dumb feud, okay?
Oh my God. I'd be so annoyed if I was him. It feels like one of those it feels like when you're a wife and you have to intervene at a little league game because like all the dads and all the refs are like fighting, and so you're like, oh my god, seriously, like not again, Tony. And then you have to like get involved, you know what I mean?
That was, my parents were little league coaches forever, and they were always having to like yell at the dads.
It was
who were just like verbally abusing their children. It was just
I know.
Like, my God.
My dad was always on the outskirts of it, but he had a very good friend that would get heated and get in the ref's face and stuff. And I remember my dad getting looped in once, and my mom was so mad. She was like, why are you getting involved? It's so stupid.
Like, but yeah, this is like, I think that level of annoyance, honestly.
It's like, okay, so I have to come in and fucking like help you to like settle your quarrel because you can't get your shit together.
Yeah.
Fuckery.
I mean, that's some good king shit, though. You know,
that is, yeah. So that's your job, I guess. That's
his job. So he calls this meeting, brings in a bunch of noblemen from the region, and they have to do it. They're like, yes, my liege, we will be there at the Erfurt and do this.
Yeah, the Erfurt Hoftag.
Hoftag, yeah. Oh, time to go to the fucking Hoftag. Great.
Oh, God. Yeah, and all those noblemen, too, are like, it's like jury duty or something for them. Like, they have to, like, come help settle all this stuff. It's like, we need the greatest minds. This is a meeting of the minds. We need everyone together. We're going to suss this out. No one's leaving until we've settled this dispute. It's like Judge Judy's court or something.
Oh, my God.
Everyone's weighing in. Yeah.
They have to leave for a fortnight. They have to leave their lands and their families, and they have to journey on the road.
They're showing up. They're doing trust falls. They're eating cold cuts. It's like, no one wants to be here. They miss their wives and their cows.
Or maybe they're stoked to do this business trip. I don't know.
Yeah, because they get to come get drunk and stuff.
Yeah, they're
business trip.
Change of scenery, you know?
Yeah, true.
So everybody gets there a day early on July 25th.
Yeah.
Settle in. Slapbacks.
Drink some mead.
Yeah.
Slapbacks, yeah.
Yeah. Slapbacks, shake hands.
Shake really dirty hands. Probably like all, do like bath stuff together, like shave each other's nuts, whatever they're doing at that time.
Whatever noblemen in the 12th century were doing. Definitely not bathing. They were like Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, just not bathing. I've seen their fucking bathroom on Architectural Digest. Like, it has a gorgeous tub and fucking, like, come on.
What if we're like totally missing something, and like what they didn't say is that they have like superpower AI showers and shit that like do that for you? And like the way that they're talking about it, it's like
out of touch to a point where they don't understand how normal people bathe. Yeah.
They're so out of touch. It's like how Jeff Bezos is like, I'm going to go to space or whatever. It's like they don't even have to think about washing themselves because it's just done for them.
Yeah, they have like they have people who do it for them. Or
yeah. They have like a whole staff. They're like, I don't wash those parts of my body. No. And it's like, well, you don't, but your staff of 7 does.
Yeah, no. My biggest thing is just the people that came out of the woodwork to defend them on social media, fully showing their dirty asses.
What?
Fucking Palace of Versailles here. This is the 21st century. So yeah, these guys, back to the story. So these guys they're at the place in Erfurt, and they're ready to do this stupid fucking mediation. So it's unclear exactly how many dudes were there, but it was definitely over 100 people packed into a room that was on the upper floor of this place that they were at. It was the St. Peter's, the rectory of the church of of St. Peter's Monastery. So they're on the upper floor. They're packed into this room, and they're getting ready to mediate this what is essentially a land conflict between Landgrave Louis and Seamains.
Sounds like rappers to me.
100%. That's why I wrote it that way.
I wrote these names sound like blank, so I wouldn't give it away. But she was already on the same wavelength.
Yeah, sea mains, and it's
Sea
spelled
mains.
Mainz.
Yeah.
And Landgrave Louis, like, what kind
Yeah.
of, you want that alliteration?
What does the C stand for again?
Conrad. Yeah,
Oh.
Conrad of Wittelsbach.
Oh yeah. That's
Okay.
It gets too German.
Wittelsbach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So on the morning of July 26th, the men gather on the upper floor of the rectory of the Church of St. Peter's Monastery, and they start getting into the dispute at hand, and suddenly, out of nowhere, the whole entire fucking floor collapses.
Oh my God.
And they don't just fall through that floor. Most of them fall through to the next floor, to the ground floor, and then bust through that floor.
Oh my God.
Into the latrine cesspit below the ground floor.
Oh my God. So it's like a cartoon.
Yeah, it literally is. Like, if you can imagine, on the top floor, boom, down, boom, down again, and then plunge, splash, plunge into a pool of shit.
And then kerplunk into the Erfurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so at least 60 and up to 100 people drowned in liquid excrement.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude. R.I.P. to all of these men. Some of them were very important royals and high-ranking officials of the time.
Yeah.
This is bad. This is bad. It's just like devastating.
Yeah. But also I'm kind of like, well, also fuck them, because they were just like probably awful during this time, especially to like women and anyone who wasn't of their status, you know? But
Sure.
It's still a shitty way to go.
I don't wish this on anybody. I don't wish this death on anybody. How horrible.
No.
My God.
Do you think, this is a question of logistics, but like, do you think they drown in it because people didn't know how to swim?
Well, what I think,
it's like thick, like a
like quicksand. Well, what I think happened too is, so, not only did like all the timber from the floor collapse into and fall down, there was also like masonry that fell in, and crashed through the floor, which helped crash the floor open. It probably like landed on some of these guys too and like trapped them,
like crushed them.
Yeah, because there a bunch of other stuff happened too, but it's just like the and I do think like the pit, the cesspit, was probably very viscous, and it like sucked them down, and maybe they didn't know how to swim, and maybe the fall itself like injured a lot of these people.
Yeah.
And they couldn't swim if they wanted to, because they were like either knocked out or hurt really bad. Pinned. Yeah. So
oh my God,
just an all around horrible disaster. Like it truly is sad and a disaster. Like if this were to happen, something like this were to happen, like modern day, it's not funny at all.
Tragic. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's why it's enough time has passed, hopefully, and it's not too soon. Mm-hmm. The scary part is the collapse, but then like the horrific part is that it's shit.
Yeah. And the whole time I'm reading this about this incident, it just is reminding me of this bar I used to go to in DC, like a ton when I lived there, called Little Miss Whiskey's. And you go up to the top floor, and there was always a DJ up there, and the dance floor would get packed, and it would kind of like
you
bounce
could feel
a little bit.
Yeah. You
could feel like, the floor giving a little bit. And I was always so fucking freaked out when that would happen.
Oh my God.
I was like, this cannot be architecturally sound if this is happening, but
it must have been. Yeah.
It's still there and nothing has happened. So, and then, I'd be all freaked out, and I'd just get one of their slushies, boozy slushies, and then I didn't think about it anymore.
Yeah. That's how you get over it.
I would just get sweaty and dance to the DJ. So
that's like being at a pool party in Las Vegas. It's like, this water cannot be hygienic, and then you go, I'll just have another cocktail. And then
definitely don't put your mouth near Vegas pool water. You'll get listeria.
Oh God. Oh my God.
So so like I said, not just the men fell in, but like a bunch of timber and stone masonry that were part of the structure on the upper floor fell and crashed through the ground floor.
Yeah.
And it opened up the hole on the, ground floor, and they continued falling into the cellar where there were latrines were. There were like a whole, structure of latrines. And then those latrines also gave way and also fell in the pit. So it just kind of like, it like a pit to hell opened up basically. And there was so much shit and debris in there too that like I think that's another way. Like I don't think that
that didn't help
if you went in, you were not in a good place. I mean,
and I feel like we should also say we've done an episode on like the history of toilets, like all different types of toilets and stuff. During medieval times, they weren't like regular toilets. It was essentially like a giant row of seats that it was very communal. And everything just emptied down into a hole. There was no like plumbing of any kind. It wasn't even like in later years, like, in maybe like 15th, 16th century when they were building kind of like chambers that like
were specifically for like off to the side.
Yeah. And like maybe one person, and it was just like a hole down to like maybe more of an open moat type area or something.
Yeah.
This was like a covered, obviously this was built under the floor of this church.
Yeah. And it was in the way that we think of like a like a septic tank kind of situation. Where you have to like treat it, and I think they would do that. They knew that they had to do that, and they would empty it out from time to time. Like there were like places like for it to drain and stuff, but this was full. The shitter was full.
Shitter's full.
Shitter's full.
Here's a question too. This is not science, and I didn't even look this up. Also, there's like not very much information, like we said up top, about this incident. So it's like I just truly have so many questions that like will remain unanswered, I would imagine. I don't know. Just the thought of like all these things falling into this shit pool is for some reason giving me like wave pool vibes from like a I don't know why. Just like because big pieces of stone are like falling in there, and I'm like, there's a ripple effect to that, and then it makes me think of a wave pool at a water park.
Oh my God, I just can't imagine the terror of falling into this.
Yeah,
falling through the floor. First of all, that's terrifying
that's scary.
in and of itself.
Yeah.
But then you keep falling and falling, and then you're in shit. Like my God, like and it's giving me very much not wave pool, but evil villain with a trapdoor in his office / lair that just gets rid of all of his enemies when he pushes a big red button. Like that's what I am.
Oh no, it's not a button, it's a toilet handle.
Yeah. It's a
flush. Yeah. And he goes bloop, and then it's just the floor opens and you go into the shit, you're gone forever.
Yeah. Oh my God.
How come they don't scare kids at church with this sort of thing too?
Like
it's like don't tell kids that like hell is fire. It's a fucking toilet with shit in it, and that's where you live for the rest of time. Like I feel like we need to like bring it up a notch.
I agree. Like if people like, because people are like, ooh, fires, sexy, fires. Like, oh, I love being hot. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, leather. And I think of like just like leather and metal music, and just like kind of a fun time, and like motorcycles and like hell.
Yeah, and titties and dicks everywhere. Yeah. Like I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And then, but if you associated hell with fucking a pool of shit,
that's effective.
I don't think there's nothing appealing about that unless you're like into scat play, but like that's, I don't know.
But not as a kid, you wouldn't be.
No.
But
unless
maybe it starts with this. Yeah, I don't know. That's hard. Well, I just think, why not try it for a while? I feel like had I been told that had I understood hell to be a place that is like living in a porta potty versus like just a hot place with like fires and stuff.
Yeah, and all the fun things that I love.
and all the fun things I love, yeah, then I think everything like Christian camp would have ended differently for me.
Yeah.
I think. And maybe my life would look very different.
Hey, youth pastors, we have an idea.
Yeah. Get them on the phone. I want to talk to them. Hey, Jehovah's Witness, who keeps writing me handwritten letters for some reason.
Weird.
Here's a thought. Threaten me with shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. Threaten me with a never-ending sea of diarrhea.
It's time to rebrand hell, youth pastors. Let's go.
Okay. And also, I need to be very specific with them. It needs to be other people's shit. If it's my own shit, I'm not as upset for some reason. I don't know why. But for some reason, you know what I mean? It's like the smell of your own farts never bothers you that much. If it's my own shit, I'm disgusted and I'm probably gagging. But like, it's not that much. If you're telling me it's like, if heaven is where people shit and then hell is you're in their shit, that's the distinction I need made. I'm in everyone else's shit.
Oh my God. See, this is what
Yeah.
God.
And this is how we get closer to starting our own religion and cult.
I'm ready. I got ideas. Okay.
Oh my God. The bathing protocol will be very specific and part of it, maybe. Mm-hmm. It might be part of it. It might be. I think in our cult, we don't have like group sex stuff. We have like maybe
only if you want to.
Yeah, only if you want to, but it's not enforced. But maybe we have group bathing stuff to make sure everyone's doing it right.
Yeah, which could also lead to group sex. So
yeah that's true. That's true. That's fair. Only once they're done and everyone's parts have been thoroughly cleaned.
Yeah. Oh my God. Well, these people that fell through the floor.
Yeah.
Maybe there is up to 100 of the people that were in the room.
Yeah.
At the time, not knowing out of how many people there were to start with. That's a lot of people, and that's horrifying. And I don't know. I was shocked to learn that Henry VI did not die.
No.
And neither did either of the two dudes who are fighting.
Dude, I mean, we all know that Henry VI didn't die because kings at the time were a direct descendant of our Lord and Savior. So, of course, they couldn't
saved.
Die. Yeah, they couldn't die. They're undiable.
Undiable.
But I think there's again, we don't really have a ton of like super historical detail for this story, but there is an account that like the reason he didn't fall is because he was on like a stone ledge type thing.
He was like
in
an alcove talking to his cousin, the Louis, land, whatever his name was.
Land Rover Louis.
Landgrave Louis.
Landgrave Louis.
Yeah.
So they were saved, but and I they were just like on stone over to the side, but there was an account that said that actually he did fall through the first floor, but then somehow managed to like grab onto a piece of iron on like a window on the second floor, and then just held on to that until he was saved.
Yeah.
So
basically I think these men were like in a very harrowing position. It wasn't like they were like, they barely survived basically.
Yeah. Yeah. But obviously like a bunch of noblemen died. I feel like we should read their names just because it might be silly. But also to honor them. But also we're going to have trouble with these names.
Yes. Also that.
Count Gosmar III of Ziegenhain.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did it.
You did it.
Yeah.
Count Friedrich I of Abenberg.
Oh, good. Burgrave Friedrich I of Kirchberg.
Count Heinrich I of Schwarzburg.
Oh, good. It's Burgrave must be a title of some kind because there's another Burgrave Burchard of Wartburg.
Burkhard.
Oh.
I feel like the CH is always.
You're right.
Or I don't know.
That's
not French.
It's not Burkhard. Oh no, it is Burkhard. Yeah. I like Burchard.
Burchard. But it's not Burchard.
No, it's not. Yeah, that was French.
Wait. Read it again, though.
Okay. Now I'm not sure. Burgrave Burkhard? Burkhard? No, that sounds French.
Burkhard
of Wartburg.
And Berenger of Meldingen.
Yeah. And then, the two main guys survived.
Yeah.
So, but we don't know if it cleared up the drama or not because
Land Rover Louis? No.
Yeah.
Landgrave.
Yeah. Landgrave Louis and Seamains, they did not die. They survived. I'm sure they went on to like continue to bicker at some level, but maybe not as high of a level. Like
I think they got some perspective after this. Like this shit was like, I feel biblical in a way.
Yeah.
Where it was like
it changes.
They're in a church.
Yes.
They're having to come before their king and discuss their petty grievances.
Yeah.
And that are disrupting the flow of day-to-day, fucking politics. And then everybody just dies and they survive. So
I feel like the tale at the like public houses after this event, it's like people were asking them about it and they get like very serious and they're like, I've seen hell.
Yeah.
You think you know what hell is. He's like, I've smelled it. I've seen a man take his last breath and sink below a thick layer of shit.
Oh,
and it's bad.
It's bad. It's really bad. Yeah, I feel like
I think of it every morning when I take my morning movement.
I couldn't shit for a month after this. I was so scared.
Dude,
I would dig my own hole and poop outside in random places. I would never shit in a latrine again, I don't think.
Never. Yes, I would be a single shitter.
I'd be afraid the ghosts of all these dead guys would come up through the latrine hole and snatch my ass.
Every time you fart, like in bed at the end of the day, it goes Erfurt. It's like a whisper of like, remember this event, you killed all these people, and then it's just like haunting you forever. You're haunted by your own farts is what I'm saying. And that is the worst. That is hell. They are living
in hell. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, but honestly, like these guys, because they had some dumb argument, led to this moment where all these people were gathered and they died in a pool of shit because of them.
Yeah.
Because these guys couldn't figure their shit out.
It's fucked up.
They had, oh my God. It's truly one of the most fucked in that you could possibly die.
Well, because like being claustrophobic and like drowning are my like claustrophobia and drowning are like my two and related choking because of like the claustrophobic.
Choking,
yeah. And so those things are like my scary thing. And so this is absolutely like it's already scary drowning, but drowning in shit.
Oh, and also like beforehand, you're miserable. You're surrounded by a bunch of grouchy ass men.
Ugh. Yeah.
Who probably, smell, don't want to be there. And then, you fall through the floor into shit. Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Terrible.
Wow.
R.I.P. to all these men.
Well, on that brown note.
That's really all there is to this story. I mean, it is it's a true thing that happened.
Yeah.
And truth is truly, truly, truly stranger than fiction.
Oh yeah.
Worse than fiction. Any horrible thing anybody writes in a book can't compare sometimes to things that have actually happened in real life. Some are taken from inspired by true events.
Oh God.
Well, that's all I got for this one.
Yeah.
Just horrifying way to die. And thank you, Duja Brander, for this
Erfurt.
This maximum Erfurt on our part for this particular episode.
I always go max Erfurt. I never go minimum Erfurts.
No, it's full. We're full out.
Yeah. Also, I feel like maybe DJ Brian Derek, if you want to like use this, let me know and I'll like send you the MP3 of it. But I go Erfurt, and then you could like mix that in. Erfurt. There you go. And I'll send you those, and you could like, you know.
Beatbox for him. Yeah.
You could just like drop it every once in a while.
A sample.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could drop it every once in a while. Get people really hyped.
Oh, they'll love it. The people will love it.
The people will love it. Oh my God. Just make sure there's no cesspools of human excrement under that dance floor. You know what I mean?
Make sure that your dance floor is architecturally sound.
Yeah, and not over a giant toilet.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm always worried about.
Well, follow us on social medias.
At DTFU Podcast everywhere.
Check out our Patreon. I think we've been doing some really fun stuff on there. And boy, oh boy, do we talk a lot in our Patreon content. But that is patreon.com/DTFU podcast.
We talk a lot of shit on the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
Which are over by now.
Yep.
I think. And that's, I love our Q&As because we just really end up going off the deep end on some tangents. So
yeah,
check it out. Go to our website, dtfupodcast.com. That's it. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say, listen, you be excellent to yourselves
and each other.
Bye-bye.
Bye.